Okay, everybody, a good Friday to you. As we settle into this one, it is going to be another live stream First Alert forecast update, continuing into what will be such a busy holiday weekend. Easter is right around the corner. We're continuing to see, though, even though with everything going on, more in the way of beautiful conditions that want to win out not just this day, but conditions as we get through the next few days, rolling right up to Easter as temperatures get dialed up as well. I'm a WIS First Alert meteorologist Tony Chiavaroli. We're going to dive into these First Alert weather details and everything, of course, as we go on towards the weekend. I'm hoping in a consensus will all, of course, be a bit of positive weather news for you as we continue to, again, just see a lot of tranquility out there and rising temperatures. Only main hazard, it's going to pose a problem for us will just be, high levels of pollen being sent to the atmosphere still from the trees getting into this weekend as temperatures really work to warm. But if that's not getting you down, well, let's, of course, get you on up. See more of this sun as we continue to take you outside. Live check looking towards Columbia. Broad River Bridge here. Of course, got a still, good little hustle and bustle of traffic. And this is just going to be something as we get onward into the coming days. Those highways are going to be busy with folks trying to get to their family, friends, maybe even making a trip down to the coast as we get towards Easter. I've heard, a good handful of people do that as well. So let's see what's going on as we take a check right now. Current temperatures still settled around the lower 40s on average around the Midlands, but all that sun out there is just going to be continue to, stay in place. That's not going anywhere. There's barely going to be a cloud in the sky today. We are nice and calm as temperatures again are just going to be sent upwards in a positive regard. So let's bring into the tidbits here. What's going on after we get past this cold start? Well, the sunshine, obviously, it's taken over today. We know that. We've seen it. But how long can this hold on as we get towards your upcoming weekend, as you try to hit the road for travels, as you focus on any outdoor events, those Easter egg hunts, anything with outdoor activity? It's just looking fantastic, and there's just nothing more I can say on that matter other than we're really getting this great setup where it's going to feel like we're a little bit later in spring. Temperatures are going to be exceeding average levels, and this would just be something I would think most people are happy about. Maybe some would, prefer a slightly cooler Easter, but hey, this is what we're going to be taking a check at as we go on, not just into this Good Friday, again, but getting into your Easter weekend outlook. Today, though, let's take you out the door again. If you're still, catching this live stream, perhaps you're watching this on your phone, on that WIS First Alert Weather app at home, whatever, of course, platforms you like to get your information from. We are going to see all that sunshine out there, continuing on, baking this region as like a cookie, just continuing to, really heat us up. We're going to see some winds that try to cool us off a little bit, but everything with that sun, it can't be stopped. There's going to be such a limited amount of moisture at even different layers of the atmosphere above us. Those UV rays are getting through. So, if you're out and about for a long time today, it's also a good day to have that pair of shades and sunblock, that UV index close to a 7. So, that's what I'm saying. It's like we're getting later into spring as we go on forward towards this weekend and those temperatures try to warm. So, truly enjoy. It is going to be great out there. And let's recap, of course, as we get into what a lot of people are probably waiting on or want to know about. Getting into Easter weekend again. If you haven't been up to date with your weather situation, you've been busy, just haven't thought about it. Early in the week you saw, oh yeah, it's probably going to be dry for the weekend. Well, that forecast is held together, and we have also added a little bit of warmth. I'm going upper 70s as we see it with mostly sunny skies tomorrow. Should start out the day in the mid 40s for Saturday, and then into Sunday we just continue to get some mixing clouds into the afternoon. But even with that, a good amount of sunshine, low 80s, going with the high of 83. So fantastic to be out, to be about, and overall just getting into this Easter weekend. You can't really see much of a better forecast outlook, especially, anyone that perhaps had the idea to want to do a little bit of cooking outdoors. I'm sure there will be a good handful of folks firing up some grills getting into this weekend. It's going to be so nice. Going into next week, quick check ahead as we go past what will be a busy weekend. We're still going to be seeing, a lot of folks busy early next week and into the week because it's spring break for a lot of kids. So at least as we round out the start of next week, we still hold on to some of that warmth. Should see 3 straight days in the 80s. Then, if you notice that 69-degree temperature on Wednesday, that is likely with a cold front that could bring us more shower and storm activity. So we've got our eyes on that day as we look into next week. But as of right now, it's more focusing on the beauty of this forecast. Thanks again for listening on into this live stream. I am WIS First Alert meteorologist Tony Schiavaroli. Truly appreciate you being here. And if you need to, of course, get a little bit more in depth with the forecast discussion, you can always find that on our website, WISTV.com. Or, of course, if you need more news information, you can always find plenty on our website and our app and here on this live stream. And that is all coming up in a little bit more of a news sense. That is what's new this morning. That is coming up closer to 9 o'clock. So thank you again for being here. Make it a great Good Friday and a great upcoming Easter weekend. This is all going to be again with more in the way of sunshine and warmth as we look on.